I know I brought coffee down. Give me 1 second. I must find coffee. Batman. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we can begin. Hey, Tom, good morning. Super fun. Yeah. First of all, thanks for making the trip up, Tom. I'm sure it was a, excuse me, it was a lot, given, you had a long drive and you have a kid, and I'm sure it was quite a bit, but I really appreciated both you and Emma making it up yesterday, Saturday through Sunday. Great to see you. And enjoy that POS. Tom is now the proud possessor of a nearly completed error comment. Hey, Joe, good morning. Excuse me. Definitely a frog this morning. Did a lot of talking yesterday and a little throat worn out. It's a morning. Well, we made nice looking. I appreciate it, Tom. Thank you so much for your ability to do so. I look forward to seeing it. The day thing was nice. Yeah. The Saturday. Yeah. Saturday was great. We had a lovely time just catching up with people. I'm going to do a recap on the show, and it's going to be a short show today, this session, because my wife and daughter are still here and they're going to be taking off near 7:00. And I want to spend a little bit of time with them since yesterday was obviously a shortened day. So I want to do some of that. So real quickly, Patcon 2025. Hey, Ray. Oh, hey, sleepyhead. Oh, man. Like you don't know. Like you don't know. In fact, do I have? I think I brought down everything. I may wear it tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. Hold on. I thought I prepared the area this morning for everything I wanted to kind of show, but I have some idea. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Were you there yesterday? Tom was there. I'm sorry. Tom was there. Ray was there. Yes, he was. Didn't catch up with everyone, but got to see a good chunk of the Yam fam. Yeah. And I appreciate you popping in. I want to, everybody I had a chance to meet on Saturday. It was great because we were able to have fewer people, less distractions, even though the armor and planes were pretty cool, but it was great to spend, a number of hours without having the pressure of the show. Yesterday, Ray did show up, and give me 1 second. Ray presented me with a couple of thoughtful gifts, which I will show tomorrow. And yes, he did bring his magic carp, which I gotta tell you, I love that thing. Time I give you a file. Right, saw your fishes. Sometimes we forget who is who. So anyway, Ray and Katie, thank you so much for the thoughtful. I did wear the crown the entirety of the day. Really love them. Yeah. I dropped the boxing, get to fix it before I finish it. Oh no. That sucks, man. So got a few minutes to talk to Ray and Katie before it got pulled into some other direction. But it was great to see them as well. So thank you so much. There will be a YouTube video going up today on, yeah, shit happened. It does. It sucks. It does. On the end of the show. I did not video any of the show, unfortunately. Just didn't have the time to do so. But I did video myself with the crown. So anyway, next year we'll spend a whole show there. With luck, that'll happen. I appreciate that. So first of all, I want to thank everybody who did make it up. Ray, Katie, Tom, Nick, Shar, Sam, Brian, Denklo, Bro Builder. I know I'm missing people. Dwayne, everybody who had the opportunity to make a long drive. Mark Norman, our Region 1 coordinator, came up from the Hudson Valley area. Hey, Peter, good morning. Oh, you should have a bottle at the table. Well, if you heard, there were a number of times where people say, hey, we have a little emergency, that they were announcing it over the PA system. If anybody has any CA. So everybody who came up, a huge thank you. Everybody who participated at the show. Peter gave a great seminar on scratch building. The seminars, I was not able to attend the seminars. I know at least one of them, hopefully both of them were taped. I was looking up at those seminars. The chairs were packed. So each seminar had a lot of attendance, and that is fabulous. I want to give some raw numbers here because I think this is a bit of a telling thing here. Last year, Patcon 2024. Next year, come with glue. Yes. Generally, one should if one brings a model. I didn't get some airbrush one, but I did make Peter's scratch building. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Ray, and I appreciate that you were able to make that. And I'm hoping people kind of like their eyes were open. I want to give a couple of more shout outs in a moment here. The show started off phenomenally in that we got there, everything was set up. The setup time took great. We had more tables. We had a position of tables so that we had more stuff, more ability for models to be put on display only, more models to be in competition. And we exceeded our space again. Last year, we had 450 models. This year, we had over 650 models in competition only. That makes us, in theory, as large as a region show. So we have had one of the largest shows in the Northeast. And I think that's fantastic. It is our largest show. If you tabulate what we believe we had on the display only table, which is somewhere between 100 and 150 models, we're now close to 800 models. Hey, Nick, good morning. Love the fact that non-aircraft cars, tanks is getting bigger. Everything is getting bigger. In fact, speaking of bigger, I'm gonna say it once again. And for anybody who stayed at the end and watched the awards ceremony, one of my favorite people to see at the show. I mean, just because I love her models, absolutely. Kelsey was there. She's a figure painter from Vermont, and she had, I don't know what the hell this thing was. It was this massive, like, ridden dinosaur thing, and it was fabulous. The paintwork on it is exquisite. This person is just a treasure. So having a chance to see her stuff was great. The unfortunate thing is being ping-ponged all over the place. I was not able to see everything else on the show. I didn't get a chance to see a lot of the armor stuff. I did see a few of the cars, which is good. Spent a little bit of time with cars this year. Planes and stuff like that didn't get a lot of viewing, unfortunately. We missed the big raffle because we were in the museum. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I didn't win. Yeah. One of our members won the big raffle, which is the tank ride. Tim Sistari, dude, I saw his face because I was the guy announcing I'm sorry, I was not. That was Ryan who was announcing it, but I was looking over and I heard, hey, I won. And I saw Tim's face and he lit up like a Christmas tree. He goes, oh my God, I won. And Tim usually is not very phased. What looks like something out of India. Yeah, it was that fabulous or what? First of all, good morning, Nick. How are you, man? So the models on the table this year were also pretty impressive. So I judged the Gundam category and Gundam and the Mecha non-Gundam categories. And I will tell you, 1144 this year was not an easy judge. There were, I believe, a total of, I can't remember if it was 15 or 16 in that category. And this is in the 1144, the HG size, fully finished, not the sort of like the out of the box version. Those were very hard to judge. Anybody could have taken, we had the top 6 could have gone in just about it. And number 1 was kind of like a guarantee. Nah, close. But the rest of them, it was a coin toss. It really was. Kids section was awesome. The tables were very full. Emma complained that I didn't tell her she could bring her snapper stuff. Oh, that's too bad. Next year, Emma. Exactly, Joe. Damien, good morning. How are you? We'd love to see Emma's work. Exactly. I think Emma might enjoy the show as well if she participated in it. I think whether that's putting something on a table and having people come up and say, what a fabulous thing, or if she competed. I think that kind of engagement always, kids get shy, but I think it always kind of makes them a little happy to see that happen. So the majority of the day was just kind of running around, seeing people. I met a couple of guys from AMPS. I met some of the other regional members. I met the guys from Classic Plastic and just let them know again, I'll be there next Sunday, October 5th, at the Classic Plastic show to help them judge their new category, Gundam, because even the car guys, whose primary show is cars, and did I say it's primarily cars, even they understand they need to branch out and broaden. Okay. Gonna encourage her more with her clay work when she does it. Perfect. Put a clay model on the table. Awesome. So, anyway, so got a chance to see, I didn't get a chance to see every model, but most models, but it was nice to kind of walk around for me, just make sure everybody was okay, taken care of, the vendors were taken care of, helped out at the vendors at the area at the beginning, and then just made sure that everything else was going smoothly. I was just kind of, again, being the ambassador, going around and doing that kind of thing. With me, I do hardcore model stuff, really big stuff. Good for you, Damien. Maybe one of these days you'll bring it to our show. So then we got to the raffle stuff, which we talked about. Again, very happy people with all that good stuff. I want to give a quick shout out to, okay, one of our Patriot members. He was judging with me, Rich Petrie. I want to just give 2 shout outs to Rich. First of all, Rich, I'm looking forward to him becoming a lead judge in the Gundam category. His eye for detail was fabulous. So I was the head judge on the Gundam stuff, but I was like deferring to him a lot. Hey, Rich, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? He was great. It is in just west of Boston, Massachusetts. So hopefully not too far away from you, Damien. Maybe a little bit. Are Alan's picks going to be posted anywhere? They really better be. We need to get Alan and I'm spacing out on Spencer's wife, her name, but both of them took a lot of photos. I want that stuff up, and I'm going to reach out to everybody today and let them know I need photos to get posted to our Google Drive. He should have just sat in the raffle place. Would have liked to see the RC stuff more, but would have liked to see the Dauntless fly. Of course you would. Yeah, a lot of steps in getting his winnings. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That thing is far from here. Well, yeah, plane flight. I want to build a model of the Curtis flying boat. I think you should build a model of the Curtis flying boat. So we then got to in typical fashion, unfortunately, the judging of categories just went a little longer than expected. It started a little later, But the whole show was all wrapped up by 5:30. As we were going through the show through the day, and I want to make sure I'm saying this is I'm patting myself on the back, not for me, but I'm patting myself on the back for the club and for the museum. This partnership that we have and the people who have been a part of this thing to make everything kind of come together, the number of compliments we've had from participants, contestants, from vendors, from everybody was, what a fabulous show. And again, I want people to understand, I'm not saying this because of George. I'm saying this because of everybody. The number of people in our club who just are like, what can I do to help? Like they get there and they're like, give me a task. And everybody was willing to do just about everything. It was awesome. So between that and then the same thing with the museum staff, the museum, if it's like, hey guys, can we? Sure. But I didn't even finish. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. Literally. And at the end of the show, when I was talking to Ryan, the coordinator for events at the museum, he was like, man, we love you guys. You guys are great. So all of that brought together a fantastic show. I'm very thankful to everybody who made it. I'm very thankful to the people who participated. I'm very thankful to the museum. I'm very thankful to our membership that continues to just put themselves out there. And I cannot say it enough. And I know I sound like, but it's your club. It really is a fabulous show. And I hope everybody here at some point has a chance to come on up, because if your experiences with shows have been, and I get it, it's the competition, and look, the competition stuff, who cares? Come on up and enjoy the good time, enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy hanging out with great modelers, buy some cool shit. I'm going to do a quick little recap of some of the stuff that I picked up. And enjoy the museum, all of that. Yeah, thank you, Tom. All of that stuff. So if you have an opportunity to come up to a show like this, I can't recommend it enough. I'm going to do 3 shout outs. Next weekend, Classic Plastic, October 5th. It's a Sunday for anybody who's local to this area. Please go to the Classic Plastic show. I will be there to help them judge their brand new category, Gundam. October 18th will be the Granite State show. That's the guys up in New Hampshire, and they're in the same kind of position as us. They're trying to continue to find ways of growing the family. Okay, traditional guys who are like, we get it, we need to kind of grow the family. And then Patcon will be, I believe, sometime in November, and I don't have the date, and I apologize. So head on down to that one. And for anybody who's in the New York area and wants to head up to Poughkeepsie, I will be going there on October 11th. So, all right. Sorry, guys. I missed a bunch of things here. And then we'll do a quick show and tell. And I'll continue some of it tomorrow, too. All right. What model should I do next? I have a Gundam GX or a tank from World War. I would do the World War I tank. Do something different. It's a perfect venue. It really is. The only issue I have, the BO from Summit Denny's. Can't help with that, unfortunately. As long as you don't want 2 food trucks, that one that was there killed it, though. That's good. I did not hear anything bad about food. I didn't hear much about anything about food, except that there were 2 trucks and one did leave. But that's I'm happy to hear that it was that was good food. I did not get a chance to sample. It's a room of human ingenuity and design. Amen, Joe. It got warm in the hangar. It did get warm in the hangar. I have no control over that. And I did hear that quite a bit. The venue is awesome. Thank you, Tom. Tom, do walk by. Misting. Exactly. Or just a little bottle of cologne. It was nice on the floor, but it got hot in the vendor area. Yeah. In fact, I actually asked Ryan at the end, can we use the 3rd floor, which is a place where they have some older racing cars? And he's like, it gets way too hot up there. Trust me, if you try to do a seminar or anything up there, people won't stay. It's too uncomfortable up there. The museum is in the process of developing a conference center, and that may be part of what happens with us down the road. Again, prognosticating, don't have any information beyond that. Putting it on the schedule for next year. Awesome, Nick. I hope you can make it out here, brother. And I know with young kids, it's not an easy thing, but I hope you can do that. What time does this end? It's ending in the next 3 minutes. What model should I do? Gundam GX or a tank? Tank. GB, welcome. How are you? Hello there. How are you doing? Going in the chat. Things are going very well, GB. How are things down your way? Hope you're having a nice evening. I don't know, Joe. They might drop passing out. You don't have control, but explain some of the BO. Yes. Well put. Thank you, Ray. Are you sure about that? There was a drunk driver that had the door open then in the food out. That's weird. Manny, what's going on, brother? So, real quickly, I brought very few bucks because I didn't want to really spend any money on models. And there were only 2 things that I saw that kind of interested me. One was in the raffle and one was on the floor. On the floor, I did pick up this. I didn't even know this existed. So this is an original Dragonar weapon set. I believe now I've completed my Dragonar collection, which I'm really happy about. I think I now have all the 1144 stuff. Dragonar is one of my favorite looking models. I love the entire aesthetics of these of the mecha in that series. Picked that up for $5. As I mentioned, Rich Petrie, who was my co-judge, dude, I gotta tell you, I've never seen anybody luckier. He was winning and just getting good. Thanks, love it. Good morning, man. Good morning. I only brought some ploff. Oh, good, you bought some ploff from Mike. Good morning, Damon. What's going on, Manny? Hope you're having a good end to your workday. Rich was going up there. I mean, he had 7, 8 raffle pulls. The guy won a bunch of stuff. He actually ended up handing stuff out, and he won the one kit that I wanted. And he's like, "You want it?" I'm like, "He's already built it." He goes, "I've already built it. I'm not going to build another one." And I'm like, "Sure, if you're not going to do anything with it." So I'm now the proud owner of an Atlas. I'm very happy about that. And then the only other thing I bought at the show, thin cement. That's it. A lot of stuff. The number of vendors we had, the amount of stuff on the vendor tables, unbelievable. We had more tables this year, and more vendors brought more stuff. And when I looked up at one point, their stuff was starting to dwindle, so they moved a lot of inventory. To quote from one vendor at the end of the show, he goes, "This was 10 times better than last year." I'm like, 10 times? He goes, "Oh, yeah, we are not bringing much stuff back home." I'm like, wow. Anglu. Good morning, Damien. I almost bought you a GB. Oh, God. Yeah, I saw that Walter Skopetsky had, I'm sorry, not Walter. Skopetsky had Paul Skopetsky from Spare Time had the 1144 scale. 144? Yeah, 1144 scale or 172 scale GBs. Thank you for not. He only got the kid he gave Mason back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I got them all. You got them all. Nice. Yeah, no kits. Success. Yeah. Walking out with no kits is huge. Self-control is important. Got myself 3 boxes of Warhammer kits for my 2 armies. Soon will be 3 armies. Nice. Edwin, good evening, by the way. How are you? All right, guys, I'm going to head upstairs because my wife's about ready to take off with my daughter, and I want to spend a little bit of time with them before they do so. So tomorrow, I will go over a couple more things, but for the most part, and again, I know I'm biased, but if anybody has an opportunity to come up to this show next year, I think you'll like it. So far, the feedback we've gotten was great, so we'll go from there. Anyway, my friends, stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it. And again, apologies for keeping this short. Time to fly, but go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. Go attend a show. Go hang out with cool people. And the next thing you know, it's like, why have any stress over, tensions with other people? It's too much. Go enjoy stuff. All right. So do good. Enjoy the day, guys. And I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.